Hey, look, family. I mean, it's after work right now. I'm sitting here chilling, but it's like fire in my bones, and I can't rest easy because every single day, family, it's a brand new plateau that the Father has reached in judgment. It's a brand new measure that He's dished out. And it seems to me that everybody is just living a life. Everybody just living their life like this thing ain't happening, like it ain't going down, like whatever at this point. And I'm steady confused at. You know what? No, I'm not confused because what confusion is there when the word has been spoken? When it has been said that it's gonna be like the days of Noah. You know, California, you blazing up even more. The more you continue to stop or continue to try to combat the Lord, because that's what it is. This is the only measure. When it talks about a battle, this in Armageddon, a battle period, this is the only level of battling against the Father that you can ever reach and ever get to. And according to scripture, just because you realize that you can't touch it, you're going to try to go after his seed, or the seed in the earth, his people, his child. And you're going to try to go after him. In California, you blazing. Like every day it's a new, you think, oh, hey, we don't have winds that's getting ready to blow more. We don't have this that's getting ready to happen more. And all of a sudden it happens more and more. Who can stay the hand of God? Family? Please, somebody who can issue out a word far more powerful than the words that proceed out of his mouth. His words are so powerful, they come out as deeds, people. Pure deeds. That's how pure his words are. You know? So who can stay? If he wanted to scratch his arm, who could stop it, right? If he wanted to reach out and grab, your drink, take the clothes off your back, can you stop him? No, bruh. And this world is sitting up here, y'all living docile, y'all in a dream state. I see you. You get up, you go to work. A lot of y'all gonna get up tomorrow, you're not even gonna pray. Y'all gonna go throughout the day, you're not even gonna pray. Granted, really the ones who actually are seeing these videos are the ones who would believe a given prayer to the Father as often as they can. Because there's no possible way they could find videos like mine. And I believe that I know for a fact I'm not the only one out there talking. So, but I'm talking about those who are not even searching, not even coming across videos like these. You're living your life in a dream state. Look at that beautiful marriage you got. Look at that wonderful house you got. Woo! All that money you got, man, all them businesses you starting. Look at all that stuff, foolish. And I mean it. You foolish. This night, your life is required of you. What shall you do then? While you sitting there loving and dubbing on all the things that you got in your immediate circle. And yet you walked right by that homeless man sitting right there. You neglected the fatherless child right there. And look, you turn your nose up at the needy. When you see someone out of their right mind, you say, ooh, I'm glad I'm not like that. You so selfish. You so selfish. And I don't get how we've even made it this far, family. And the only thing that causes me to say, oh, we've made it this far is because of his name's sake. The only reason, for we are not worthy, family. And when we come to realize that, like, we have to put ourselves in a separate place from the Father altogether. Because while we'll continue to sin and fall short, he'll ever be faithful, righteous, true, and good. Family, he will ever be this faithfully beyond any type of faithful measure you could ever think of. Because you say faithful, but really your comprehension of what is truly faithful is far short of the faithfulness that he is. Your good measure, whatever you can contemplate as good, is far short of how good he truly is. And so you surrender, because that's what you got to do. Because when you realize someone's far better than you, you just got to surrender and follow suit, right? Inquire, ask, request, all the more for someone who is far more infinitely sufficient than you. Hey, look, and then I saw on the news just yesterday, right? Well, not really on the news. There's a new YouTube channel. I'm going to put the link down below. 2020, next year, they say it's a global crisis. This is a global crisis as a result of the plagues that we all have neglected to recognize. Billions, they say, of livestock have died from pestilence. Millions, billions, whatever it is, but enough have died from pestilence that they say in order for us to replenish the livestock that is in the earth, that feeds the people in the earth, for those who eat animal flesh, and I'm not one of them, but for those who eat animal flesh, it is going to take 5 years of breeding animals in order to replenish your food source. And now we're falling far short of even food now because pestilence. You understand that the plagues that the Father have put on us have a trickling effect, and they all connect, one after the other, one after the other. For if you kill off all of the animals, then those who eat the animals won't have food to eat. So now it's called a global crisis, family. A global crisis of food shortage throughout the whole earth. A food shortage now. And great famine is coming. This thing is falling and it's crumbling, and the Father knows it. That's why he has retreated his elect. He sanctified them, separated them, that they may be perfect, made perfect through their own contemplation and their own thoughts. Because their thoughts are pure and righteous. So if the Father comprehends that within you, you have pure thoughts, a circumcised heart, and all of these things that you need to make it perfect, he's going to separate you so that you can think on your own. Because other thoughts are going to taint your mind. And the enemy is out there trying to see who he can kill, steal, and destroy, right? And the main thing he wants to steal is your mind. Family, we are about to have a global food shortage. Right now, where you don't think that all these trees burning is going to have another secondary effect in the earth? Trees are man's life source. That's vital. Trees are very important, family. Y'all know this. And you don't think pestilence is going to easily travel throughout the air when the trees are not recycling the oxygen in the air? Come on, bro. Because if the trees are falling short, I mean, I'm weary to even say that even the vegetable foods are gonna have be a shortage on that too. But you righteous, you elect, you ain't gotta worry about that, for there will be great miracles that will happen on your behalf, and this will be the identification of you as the elect of God, because miracles are gonna be forming on your behalf. So the righteous have nothing to worry about. But the thing that's most perplexing to me is how naive and boxed in all the people of this world truly are. Neglectful of the Father. That's the most perplexing thing to me, family. How this world can continue. I'm at a gas station right now. They out here pumping gas, right? Not giving it a single thought. Walking in and out the store, buying their stuff. I see planes flying right now and passengers on the plane, right? And then some gonna be on the news because they plane done crashed and stuff like that. The Boeing 737 or whatever you want to call it, you know, because of some neglect at the desk of some high-minded CEO who plays God in the earth, who causes hundreds of lives to perish and doesn't see a day in jail. All he gets is the moment to sit down and be scolded through words. That's all this rich CEO gonna get. Come on, bruh. I'm seeing all y'all out there. You worldly. I'm seeing how you operate, and I would stay far from you because I fear just being in your presence around you. You're so lost and you're not even thinking of the Father. Stay away from me. I'll talk to you from here, a distance. If you're looking, hey, how you doing? This is the furthest I'm gonna come to you. It's closed. It's locked. Yeah, it's locked. You know, I'm gonna stay far from you. I don't want to be close to you. But I know I still, you know, and this is the crazy thing. As much as you irk my nerves, you worldly, because of the love of the Father, not my love, I still gotta try my best to reach out to you, because guess what? Even after all this, family, you all wretched ones, even after all this, yet his hand is stretched out still, calling you, asking you to repent, giving you sign after sign. And because y'all don't believe that, y'all actually believe that something can happen without his knowing. Not even a bird falls to the earth without him being aware of it. And y'all want to say that, oh, these earthquakes, I'm trying to get you to believe in the movements of God. And yet, it's like the Father is standing in your face, and I'm telling you, believe that he's standing right there. That's him. You saw an earthquake happen, that's him. You see the trees burning, that's him. I'm trying to get you to simply believe that, let alone that there is a God. Come on, man. How well he calculated the seasons, and you telling me he can't calculate a burning fire, a earthquake, a lightning bolt striking the ground 15 feet below? Come on, bruh. Y'all, bruh. How long have y'all lived without contemplating day and night on the Father? You're going to learn your deficiency in this and not having contemplated on him, because when you do have the opportunity to repent, When you do really finally get the urge to turn it around, and you have no one around you to tell you how, you won't know, because you will find out just how truly deficient you are. And this is how the Father got you. Tied up, locked in, reprobate to receiving his wrath. Because he knows that if you turn around, that he'll forgive you. That's what he does. He's the Father. But then if you don't know how to turn around, look, if you don't know how to do a 360, 180, whatever it takes, 720, if you don't know how to turn it around and do that exact measure of turning, this is true poverty. This is your true deficiency. Y'all can't see this, bruh. I just want to yell it to the rooftops. Can you not see? Yeah, y'all can see it, but you just don't admit it. You think that, oh, you know, the grass is growing because I watered it. No, the grass ain't growing because you watered it. This tree is good because I took care of it. No, it's not good because you took care of it. When you learn and understand that nothing your hands do provides increase or decrease in any measure, then you will understand that it is the Father who causes that tree to grow. Truly, you just water it. He gives you an opportunity to be a part of his creation, right? He set aside a work for you to do so that you can have something in life to do. For work is the measure of life. And in joy, in work, we find the greatest joys in life, right? Through work, yes. In family, yes, I get it. But the greatest family is the family that is of God. And the greatest work is the work that is towards God. Family? The work you doing is vanity. All this work out here, this system, y'all can't see this veil that we're living in. Y'all can't see this. What is this earth about? What is it for? But I got a secret. It ain't much of a secret because I'm about to tell you. Oh, it's a secret because you're not going to believe it. But Enoch isn't the only one that the Father translated and gathered up. You see, he's been doing that for years, right under your nose. Gathering up righteous men just like Enoch. Seth was one of them. Methuselah was one of them. All these righteous men, for there were 4 more righteous men in the beginning than there are today. Translated and gathered up amongst what is called the sons of God. You see, it was Seth who earned the sons of God, the right to be called sons of God, right? They had an entire, what is it called? Separation from the wicked. And they dwelt righteously. And then those who failed were the ones who were called the Nephilim. For Nephilim is the fall. That's what these... I guess I gotta start doing these videos so that y'all can know. Y'all gotta know how it was in the beginning, period. But he's been gathering sons, plural, for the longest. And Christ redeemed them all when he died and did what he did and redeemed all the sons. And we call this gathering the bosom of Abraham, right? Daughters too, of course, come on. All gathered in the bosom of Abraham. And soon the treasure of God is going to consume the earth. For it's far more than the wicked that rule right now. That number is far greater. The power of that number is immeasurable, infinite. And still there are sons of God that he's waiting on for the last time, and obviously he's at the end of that number. And you all, why y'all getting married? Why y'all out there lollygagging? Oh man, y'all look so good on Halloween. I saw all y'all little costumes and all this other stuff. Y'all little explicit attire. You women. Y'all had fun. And I saw it. And I also saw videos out there trying to warn y'all and tell y'all at the same time while y'all out there having fun and blocking out the fact of the matter of questioning whether this is right or wrong that I'm doing. And y'all decided to go ahead on and have your little fun and trick or treat and gather your candy and all this other stuff like that. I saw you. You look so cute. Sooner or later, your cuteness is gonna turn very ugly. All y'all getting ready to look just like demons. And Halloween will be a fact then, right? Because y'all don't want to search. Y'all don't want to look and find out the truth of every act. Understand this. Who would get married without the Lord say so? Who would brush their teeth without the Lord say so? Who would wink their eye without him say so? If he tells you to go to sleep at this time, you need him to tell you when to go to sleep. That's just an expression of just how much you should need. You should comprehend your need for the Father in all that you do. And then you should always, just like my man, Abraham, who sacrificed, who almost or attempted or was going to faithfully sacrifice his son just to prove and show how faithful he was to the Father. How many of y'all been living your life trying to make every opportunity and effort to show him that I choose you, I love you over this situation and circumstance, right? How many of y'all been really trying to make a statement? Listen, make a statement. How many of y'all have been trying to make a statement to the Father that I want you? And there is no surer statement than letting sin go 100%. Those who fight to make their salvation sure, seeking to make your calling a sure thing in the Father. See, a lot of y'all don't care to fight for that. This is called the pearl of greatest price, right? Well, you gotta let go everything. This whole world, it means nothing. I've lost my life already in this world, and I'm glad. That's the crazy thing about it. I am truly, crazily, call me crazy all you want, convinced and sure, and 100% okay with having lost whatever measure of anything called life in this world to this world. In this world. I'm glad. Because when you take away every single strain, when you cut every single strain that's puppeteering my actions in this world, you're sure to find in it the greatest joy, the greatest strength, your life, yourself, your God. You are sure to find in it your Father. For there is no ties in this world that can sway your thinking, right? When you walk that path, that lonely road, there is no one to adjust your thinking. You are self-sufficient in thought, in joy, in riches, right? And then soon enough, once you found this kingdom of heaven within you, he's going to, in the world to come, show you just how much you've saved up. Just how valuable your riches is. And then the things that these people are gaining in this life that is absolutely temporary, you will find out that what you gain in the life to come will last forever. And you will obtain a name that no one can take away from you. Come on, bro. See, that's what I'm living for. Something that's true. Only things that are eternal can be true. Things that are everlasting, that's true. Right? You see, because anything that has the notion of temporality is falsehood. But it's only meant for that time. And then it passes away. But then when you live for the one, the only one who is eternal and everlasting, right? Then all that you do, even in this temporal life, is done for that which is eternal and everlasting. It's your choice, family. Y'all look so cute on Halloween. I get it. But you're about to deal with a food shortage soon enough, as a result of pestilence that has killed your flock. And now you're about to receive pestilence because the things that subdued the pestilence, that took in the oxygen and the toxins within the atmosphere, the trees that took in the toxins within the atmosphere so that you won't be affected or being burnt up. And so now pestilence is going to follow even in man, as it has in all of the flock and animals and cattle of the earth. And now you're going to deal with pestilence, right? You're being put in need, right? In want, right? You've destroyed his creation, and it's fitting for what you've created. Oh man, antichrist man, worldly man, carnal man. It's fitting for what you've created to also perish. Because this world isn't what he created. We decided to separate and say that we can do this thing better than him. And so he sat back and say, I'm going to see what their end is going to be. Since they don't want to take my lead in this thing that I've created, this world that I've created, okay, you got it. Go do your thing. And I will see what your end is going to be. And so now the Father has made it his effort to sit back and endure through patience and long suffering and mercy and grace your folly, in order for your folly to manifest to you that you yourself are that folly. And once you realize how foolish you are, then we can get started. What y'all doing right now? What y'all did today? Huh? Do y'all question these things within yourself? See, this is the true kingdom of heaven. This is the one who continues to keep his mind stayed on the Father and constantly rebuke himself all day long. You see, that rebuke is going to be something that, even though in the beginning it seems like a hard thing, you're going to be needing that rebuke soon enough, because you're going to want to start doing things for the Father. And the rebuke that was meant to keep you from your sins is the same rebuke that you're going to need to keep you from making any errors in the Father when you do your best effort to work for him. You're going to say, man, I hope I don't make a mistake. This is when you're going to realize, oh, that rebuke you've been practicing, that inner rebuke you've been practicing, that sense of rebuke that should be a strength. That sense of rebuke is the fear of God. And when you realize that that fear of God should be the greatest strength in us all, come on, bro. My whole life is dedicated to this. This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And I want it that way. I love it that way. All those who've done me wrong in my life, I've been forgave. Y'all know that. Every one of y'all know that because I told you to your face. And a lot of people have done me wrong in my life. And look, I don't even think on you no days. I don't contemplate on any of the bad, because here's the thing. When you get into the Father, you realize that looking at the bad is unnecessary. There's no need to look at any of the bad. Just keep your eyes stayed on Him, your mind stayed on Him, your heart stayed on Him. You see, because if my minds are stayed on Him, then I love Him in me. And if my words are nothing, how about this? If my deeds are nothing but good towards Him, then I love Him in you. Right? Because I got to do you good in order to love Him and do good towards Him. And if my words are good, and dedicated to Him, then I love Him everywhere. Everywhere I go. Speaking nothing but good. Yea, and if my soul casting away all the hurtful feelings, the bad feelings in the abyss of forgetfulness, right? Into that empty, shallow void, never to be remembered again. Then when I look at the trees, the birds that fly, the moon that shines, the sun that shines, my brother that's walking by, my sister that's walking by, yeah, when that love consumes my soul, then I love my Father in every single thing, in all things, everywhere I go. My thoughts, my deeds, my words, and my soul, my feelings, all have to stay stayed on Him at all times, to stay protected from you world, to stay protected from you. Because you will consume me with anger. You will consume me with hatred. You will consume me with all these bad things, right? It's not you that I shun, it's what you are. Then if it's what you are, then it's obviously you still in the same sentence, so you can't avoid it. You world. You see, and I choose to say the world, right? Because all those who choose to accept it and stay in it, then I mean you too. I mean you too. But then there are those who, even though they're in the world, can be reached and snatched right out the world with only with only an effort of truth, an ounce of faith and wisdom being imparted onto them. And they will quickly turn around and say, I'm sorry, Father. My bad. Let me go ahead on and change and remiss my ways and start doing good, right? In order to show you that I love you. See, it's faith unto good works, family. It's not just simply, I believe and call it a day. No, I believe. What else does He need me to do? Oh, He wants me to start doing good. So I gotta start planning and putting it together. Just like how you plan to get that career. Just like how you plan to achieve this or that and do this or that in your life. You got a plan for righteousness. You got a plan to do good. You got a plan to do the will of the Father in all your ways, in every single thing that you do. Make the itinerary for yourself. At what hour will I pray throughout the day? And I recommend dawn and dusk, because these are the prime time hours. These are the hours where the angels of the day begin to christen the earth and clean the earth and start and get the day started. And then the dusk, the angels of the night begin to bring that peace of the evening. Come on, and that joy that is soon to come in the morning. Come on. And then there are documents that also recommend it. Even in the scriptures, that morning, noon, and night will I praise your name. And it should truly be translated at dawn, noon, and dusk will I praise your name. Because the type of worship he wanted from the beginning was that daily worship that he put for us to give up incense in the dawn and in the dusk. Every single day, right? Every day. Our worship in the scriptures was supposed to be prescribed for a daily worship, not a weekly worship, but a daily worship, family. And this daily worship is what's going to transform your mind. That's why I keep telling you, your worship is important. Look, if you don't have the money to do good, you don't have the means to do good, you don't know how to speak the good, think the good, I guarantee you, though deficient as you are, like the lady who put in her 2 cents at the temple, in the temple, and Christ said she put in the greatest. You may not have, but I guarantee you that worship that you start giving homage with to the Father, He will bless you with more, so that you can begin to give in a deed type of way. Because all of these are deeds. Do not neglect your. Do not think that. See, here's the thing that I see a lot of these pastors do and say. You know, because whenever they talk about prayer, and this is the sad part, family. Whenever they talk about prayer, it's always a needy thing. It's always a sorrowful and mournful thing. You know, and they always request prayer for those who are sick and shut in, right? Prayer was never meant to be moans and lamentations. It was always meant to be joy and praise and worship, right? An exaltation of the Father, because He's truly good. This is a good man. But prayer was never meant to be such a downcast thing. Yea, when there is no evil in the earth, what will come of prayer if prayer is only a downcast operation? What will you do then when you're supplied with every single need? When there are no wicked in the earth? For what will you pray then? If prayer is meant to be such a thing, because I guarantee you, the need that will be supplied, that's going to be eternal. The sufficiency that you will be living in, that's going to be eternal. What will become of your prayers when you need nothing? And this is why you need to understand your worship, family. For prayer is not meant for moans and lamentations, though it can be used for moans and lamentations. Do not misunderstand me. But your prayers, listen at me, they are a stronghold if you keep them faithfully. You see, there is a war on for your mind. And your flesh is weak. And your spirit is strong, right? And so your flesh is going to fall time and time again. But if you continue to lift your spirit up, your flesh is going to get better. As long as the pure of heart is what you are. And so you will say to yourself, although His grace is sufficient, and I know He will forgive me for my sins, I will not continue to test Him and provoke Him. I will overcome because He's good. He's worth it. I will overcome, right? And this is what we all neglect to do. We neglect to truly be overcomers. Come on, y'all, bruh. See, I can go days trying to tell you. But the Father continues to fire me up on the inside as I see my family, my brothers. You all are my family. You all are my brothers. And look, I'm going to say something controversial. All men are my family. All men are my brothers, right? You white, you black, you Asian, you Caucasian, right? Indonesia, Palestine, all y'all supposed to really be loved by the Father. But you continue to provoke him all day long. And you neglect his seed. The purpose of his seed is for his seed to set the example for you all to be saved. But y'all neglect it, right? But the righteous are gonna rule soon enough, and all of y'all are gonna find the joy that you've been missing out on. Because you continue to let the wicked rule over you, and none of y'all want to stand up for what's right. And the standing up is not external, it's internal. You got to stand up inside of you against sin. You got to finally say, no, I'm not going to do this sin. No. Oh yeah, you coming? You got to go to a wall. Bring it on. And the wall is inside. The Armageddon is inside, right? Your revelation is inside long before it is external. Come on, bruh. Look. I guess the fire in my bones can't stop, y'all. I guess I'm gonna have to take this thing up a notch, right? So I can tell y'all everything, because I'm telling you, but you can't see it. So I gotta do things to show you, right? I gotta illustrate it to you so that you see it, right? And wake up to the inner kingdom, because it's far more to it than anything I could ever tell you. And even if I show you, even that is deficient for just how great it is, because it's going to get to a point to where words cannot describe how good it is. It's going to get to a point to where words cannot describe how immaculate, how magnificent, how beyond measure it is in goodness, in righteousness, in justice, in truth, in honor, in glory. All for him. For he is worthy. I promise you he is. But look, I'm doing my best to try to help y'all out. No, I'm not even. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all out there. And if you still watching, get ready, because I'm about to take this thing up a notch. It's going to take some time, but hey, I'm about to do this. Because I love it. Y'all be blessed. Shalom.